Welcome to Mindfulness. I'm Tom Bassarear, and today's meditation is mindfulness when walking. The Buddha said that meditation can be done in any one of four positions: standing, walking, sitting, or lying down. However, many people have come to believe that sitting is the best position. Because of retreats with my first meditation teacher, for years I thought that walking meditation was simply taking a break to stretch your legs between sitting, and that the best meditation was when sitting down with the eyes closed. Thich Nhat Hanh, also known as Thai, which means teacher in Vietnamese, helped change my mind. And so what follows here is what I feel is the essence of what he talked about and wrote. So for slow, mindful walking meditation, you can walk in a circle, which has the advantage of no beginning and no ending, or you can walk in a straight line back and forth. This generally works best if you have a long enough path inside, 20 feet or longer. And a key aspect in this case is to be mindful as you're turning around also. The practice which Thai developed has four components. First, being aware of your steps. Second, being aware of your breath. Third, counting steps and or breaths. And fourth, a half smile. And this is a practice he used himself. So now beginning by walking slowly for a few minutes, allowing your body to relax as you feel the rhythm of walking, and allowing the mind to begin to slow down. Simply walking slowly and bringing mindfulness to walking, and letting go of trying to do it right. When noticing your steps, like many people, you might find it helpful to feel the bottoms of your feet as you walk. If you wish, you can begin to coordinate feeling the steps with breathing. And you do this by counting how many steps you take when you breathe in and how many steps you take when you breathe out. And so trying this for a minute or so. Most people find a comfortable rhythm is 2 steps for each in-breath and 2 steps for each out-breath. You might need to adjust your pace one way or another. And the most common rhythms are 2 steps for in-breath, 2 steps for out, or 2 steps for in-breath and 3 steps for out, or some people 3 steps for each in-breath and 3 for each out-breath. And so continuing with this for another minute or so. Thich Nhat Hanh mentioned that legend has it that when the Buddha took his first 7 steps on the earth, a lotus flower appeared in each of his footsteps. He encouraged us to visualize a lotus flower or any flower opening as our feet met the ground. He often said silently to himself, lotus flower, or lotus flower blooming, depending on his cadence. You might choose another set of words or phrases. I often use here, now, as I walk in a 2-2 cadence. And at first I was using the phrases to help me concentrate, and I noticed some forcing, trying to force myself to concentrate. So now I just say the words and smile, grateful that I'm alive and I'm able to walk. So taking another minute or so now to add the wording if you wish, or continuing to focus just on the steps or just on the breath. The fourth part of Thai's walking meditation is to smile as we walk, even a half smile. Neuroscientists have found that when you smile, your brain releases neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and other endorphins. The endorphins act as a mild pain reliever, and serotonin is an antidepressant. So I strongly encourage adding smiling or half smiling as you walk. And so a minute to integrate half smiling, smiling as you walk, and see what you notice. Lastly, Thai said, it's not necessary that you gather all 4 elements of walking, breathing, counting, and the half smile in order to achieve purity and peace. There are times when just walking is enough. If mindfulness while walking is difficult to sustain, then use one or more of these elements. I often walk for a few minutes in a circle around my downstairs before I go upstairs to meditate. Usually I begin by walking for a minute or so to let my pace slow naturally without trying. Once I've slowed down some, I focus on the bottoms of my feet, letting the sensations come to me rather than trying to feel as much as I can feel. Sometimes, if I'm going very slowly, I bring the intention to notice as I lift my foot, as I move that foot, and as my foot lands on the ground. And this practice gets me to slow down even more. At some point, I add awareness of breathing. At this point, I'm not counting my breaths or my steps, but just simply being aware of breathing in and out as I walk. At some point, I do count my breath or my steps as I say lotus, flower, or here, now, as I take my steps. And sometimes I allow silence between saying the words. When I do this, I almost automatically smile, thinking of Thich Nhat Hanh. When I feel ready, I slowly walk upstairs. And I find that by doing this, I bring a calmer mind to my sitting meditation. I also make a point not to do the same thing every day. This keeps the practice fresh and not mechanical. And if you enjoy this meditation, you're welcome to download it from my website, which is just simply my name, tombassarear.com. And you're also welcome to put it on your phone. And then you can do this while you're walking and just listening to your cell phone. And that concludes today's meditation. I wish you well.